Libra. Weird. Okay, so the first card didn't turn over. Libra. Something has you feeling lonely right now and out in the cold. And it's kind of like you don't want people to know you feel this way. I think that's why the card was turned over. It's like you're trying to hide the fact that you feel left out. Because you don't want people to worry about you, or you don't want people to think that you don't have anything going on. And it's like, okay, everybody feels lonely at one point, Libra. It's okay to feel this way. But what's got you feeling this way? We're going to dig a little deeper and see. It seems like in the challenge position, there's been a lack of peace. The Six of Swords is about like moving on to calmer waters and moving on to something that's much more serene and peaceful. And it just seems like there's not a whole lot of that right now for you. So there's been this betrayal of some kind. Maybe friend group, relationship, something ended and something was kind of unexpected. And I get that it maybe made you lose face to some degree too. And that might be part of the reason why you've been hiding this feeling of despair or loneliness, because you don't want the people who are involved in this situation to catch wind that you're not doing well. And you know what? Like if somebody treats you like crap, it's okay to not be doing well. I wouldn't be doing well. So this might be an invitation to really own what does not feel right now in your heart. Like what is weighing on you, and just have compassion for yourself. Because in the past, it seems like, it's interesting. This is another 10 card, 10 signals ending. In the past, the 10 of Cups is like one of the happiest cards in the deck, talking about ultimate fulfillment, family, like your soul tribe. I think you felt like a deep connection with this group, or maybe it's one person. This could also be a workplace, but it seemed ideal, and it seemed like this was something that would last you a very, very long time. I think you put a lot of investments into these groups. I think you put a lot of, it could have even been finances, but I was more talking about like your time, your energy, holding other people's emotions, holding space for people, really opening yourself up and being vulnerable. And now you've met this ending, and it feels like such a slap in the face to have shared so much of your life with a group that just completely got up and left. And maybe it's not the entire group. If it is a group of people, maybe there are still some people you're talking to. If this was like a romantic relationship or a friendship, maybe you got cut off from one person, and you're still talking with other people in this group, and you're kind of at the stalemate though. Like, is this even healthy to be talking with these people who are connected to this other person I had an ending with? And how much can I really reveal about this situation? Could be, you might be really concealing this because you don't want to reveal your cards to this other person who's pretty aware of the situation. Maybe you're not sure if they would like go and tell the other person about, oh, Libra's not doing well, like Libra's not good, and here's why, they told me this. And it's just like, you don't want your business out in the open with a lot of people. And maybe you just need some time on your own. So you're kind of reevaluating, like, who do I spend my time with? Like, I really enjoy these people, but I had this ending and I might just need some space for a bit. And maybe the reason why you're not feeling this peace is because you're still wrapped up in some of these dynamics with these people that you had an ending with. And I'm sorry you're going through that, Libra, if that's the case. If this resonates with you, endings are just, I mean, ending of friendship, relationships, it's heartbreaking. It's truly, there's a grieving process that takes place. So if that's happening for you right now, I have so much compassion for your situation. I feel like you're kind of not in a place where you're wanting to acknowledge how betrayed you feel. And instead you're saving face and kind of doing this protective dance. Like, I don't want anyone to know I'm struggling. I don't want anyone to know that they embarrassed me or made me feel ashamed or made me feel less than. I need to be strong and powerful, and I need to block off anyone that might try to harm me or hurt me. And you know deep down that your heart is broken, and you are really trying to sift through some of these painful endings, make sense of them, and it might have you up in your head a little bit. And Libra, this is a really direct message, so I apologize if this is too direct, but the cards are just telling me, like, you're breaking your own heart by not acknowledging yourself, by not acknowledging why it hurts and what specifically went wrong. I see you putting on a brave face, and you just want to cry, and you just want to be held and understood, and it's like, I need to be strong right now, but I just see that you're struggling, and it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to take some space and really sift through these harder themes. Yeah, I feel like you're kind of being influenced by this avoidance right now, just not wanting to deal with it, not wanting to bring it up, not sharing this with anyone. And I think for a time period that can be okay, when you're trying to really just make sense of what all just happened here. I'm a Libra moon, and I know, like, I feel like my emotions, when I deal with my emotions, it's very Libra coded, and I understand you, how some of these things don't necessarily want to be out in the open or dealt with publicly. There needs to be this level of privacy. But this avoidance can burn you in the long run if this is being put on the back burner and it's not being directly managed. I think it can lead to, I can't show the full card because there's some nudity here. It can lead to some toxic patterns of just like hiding things and having them boil up to the surface, and you just have all this pent up anger, or you have these feelings of being misunderstood, and it leads you back into these wounds of like belonging wounds, not having your group or not having your roots somewhere where you feel genuinely at home. So I think some of this is getting triggered right now. This, I'm not welcome, I don't feel welcome, I don't feel like I belong. And don't let that consume you, Libra, because Spirit is asking you to notice this and recognize what it is that you want instead in a situation, from a group of people, from friends. What is it that you want from your soul tribe to feed and fill your cup? Sorry, my throat is so dry. What is it that you need to be secure, confident, and feeling safe enough to be vulnerable with this group without feeling like you're going to get burned in the long run? And I just see you in this reflection mode kind of coming up. In future, I think you're going to be a lot more mindful, methodical about who you invest your time in. And I think Spirit is just saying this is a lesson to not be so, not like, don't close yourself off from people, but don't be so willing to reveal all your cards. Sometimes there needs to be this level of protection because not everyone is worthy of your energy or your time. And Libra, I'm going to pull one more card for you because I think better things are coming, and I just want to know what's coming after this period of reflection. What is coming for Libra? What advice do you have for Libra moving forward? Can't make this up. We got the Lovers. There might be a new connection of some kind. And it doesn't need to be romantic. It doesn't need to be romantic. It could even just be meeting yourself with self-love, compassion. It could be, this is also about balance and alignment. I think you're going to be aligning with the right people and the people that truly understand you and respect you. So these endings are difficult, but it's not the entire end. Like there's so much more beauty to come. So be kind to yourself, Libra. Have compassion for yourself and just know that this is a very temporary situation. You're loved. I'll see you next time.